Live from your local news source, this is ABC 27 News at Noon.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm James Crummell. Labor tensions are not yet in the rearview mirror after all for Hersheypark and other related properties, days after the company reached a tentative agreement with the union representing those employees. Seth Kaplan live in the ABC 27 newsroom with the latest. Good afternoon, Seth.
Good afternoon to you, James. Yeah, tentative labor agreement is just that until workers ratify it, and sure enough, workers have rejected this one. We are talking specifically about workers at Hersheypark, Giant Center, and Hotel Hershey. They are all represented, as you said, by the Chocolate Workers Local Union, Chocolate Workers Union, I should say, Local 464. The company had announced a tentative agreement, as you said earlier this week, but now says that it is committed to the bargaining process and to continuing discussions with Local 464 despite that rejection, and is encouraged by the increased support reflected in the ratification results across the three properties, and continues to believe there's a path forward to agreements that support employees' operations and the long-term strength of the organization. So one thing we're working now to learn is what those numbers are. And so they reference there the increased support, but what are the numbers in favor and against, the percentages there? That's one thing we're working to learn. I should say that the company did say, sort of responding to agitations that we've heard from workers over the past month or so, that it's not aware of any planned work stoppage. It feels like the negotiations with union leadership remain productive. But James, clearly union leadership in this case not necessarily seeing eye to eye with all union members who have rejected the work agreements at those three properties. And I keep saying three properties. There are 5 properties overall involved here, but 2 others, the Hotel Hershey and the Hershey Country Club. Workers at those properties already ratified their agreements after a federal mediator, in that case assisted, I should say. Also, we've reached out to the union and have not yet heard back from them.
Seth, as you mentioned, I mean, clearly this is something we're still learning about, but this is also something clearly that's been going on for quite some time. I mean, they've had other votes before and now seemingly have rejected all of these different offers. You know, at some point, the question does come up there, will they go on strike?
Right, and what we know is, as of the last time that workers were talking about that, the company released to us a statement that put out by the union that sort of showed that the union was telling employees, look, you can't go on strike yet. You know, there's a process, right? And they hadn't reached that process. They were still negotiating. And yeah, there's a process where they would have to sort of be released by the federal mediator from these ongoing negotiations before they could go on strike. So it's not something that they can just do legally, according to their own union, without having gone through that process. But you're right. I mean, clearly every time something like this happens, it gets closer to that potential time when that could happen here, as of course, the season is about to open, but we don't know when exactly that could happen. The company, as we hear, remains optimistic that it can avoid that.
All right, we will see what happens. Seth Kaplan, live in the ABC 27 newsroom. Thank you so much for that.
Hi, I'm Eric Finkenbinder from ABC 27. We're excited to announce the new ABC 27 News Plus app. Live stream newscasts or watch content on demand. This is different than the ABC 27 app on your smartphone. You can check this out at home, and it's very easy to use. With a Fire Stick, go to the homepage, scroll down to search. From there, enter ABC 27. Move over to the apps, and there we are. Click the icon and install. It's just that easy.